The BJP government under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently notified the rules for the Citizenship Amendment Act or the CAA. Now this paves the way for the implementation of the controversial law that has sparked a massive political storm. Opposition parties are calling the act politically motivative and divisive, aimed at polarizing the upcoming big Lok Sabha polls. But amid the raging criticism, the government has strongly defended the act, saying the act will benefit thousands of Hindus, Sikh, Buddhist, Jains, Parsis and Christian refugees from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who have faced persecution and have been living in India either illegally or on long-term visas. So let's break this down and first talk about just how CAA will help refugees. Well, CAA will fast-track citizenship of thousands of undocumented non-Muslim refugees who came to India on or before December 31st, 2014 due to religious persecution in the three Islamic nations. This act will expedite the process and the six communities will be able to obtain Indian citizenship through the Certificate of Registration. The Citizenship Amendment Act aims to give citizenship to the target group of migrants even if they don't really have valid travel documents as mandated in the Citizenship Act of 1955. This law cuts the period of citizenship by naturalization from 11 years to 5. Under the CAA rules, immigrants from these countries only need to prove the country of their origin, their religion, date of their entry into India and the knowledge of an Indian language to apply for citizenship. These rules have been relaxed rather significantly. Any document that shows that either of the parents or grandparents or great-grandparents of the applicant is or had been a citizen of one of these three countries is also eligible for Indian citizenship. Now let's talk about just how will the date of entry into India be established by these refugees. Well, the rules list 20 documents, any of which would be admissible as proof of date for entry into India. The documents include a valid visa or residential permit issued by the Foreigners Regional Registration Office or FRRO, a slip issued by census enumerators in India, a driving license, Aadhaar card, ration card or any other letter issued by the government or a court, an Indian birth certificate, land or the tenant records, registered tenant agreement, PAN card issuance document or a document issued by the central or state government, PSU or banks, a certificate issued by an elected member of any rural or urban body or officer thereof or a revenue officer, a post office account, an insurance policy, utility bills, court or tribunal records. Well, even EPF documents including school leaving certificate or academic certificate, a municipality trade license or a marriage certificate will all be accepted and is eligible to gain Indian citizenship. Now the question arises, just who will process the applications for citizenship? Can states refuse to implement CAA as claimed by West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, who have outrightly rejected the act, refusing to implement the rules of the law? Now, according to legal experts, states' refusal to implement CAA is untenable. The Constitution provides the state cannot refuse to implement CAA as citizenship falls under the Union list ambit and not the state list. These new rules provide for an empowered committee and a district-level committee or DLC to be instituted by the centre. So it's to receive and process the applications which are to be submitted electronically. The DLC shall also consist of the district informatics officer or district's informatic assistant of the concerned district and a nominee, again from the central government. Now the big question, is the Citizenship Act or CAA discriminatory? Well, the government has strongly defended this law amid mounting criticism. According to the government, CAA does not impinge upon any existing right and does not affect the legal, democratic or secular rights of any Indian citizen. The existing regime for obtaining citizenship of India by foreigners of any nation is untouched by CAA and also remains the same. According to the government, CAA does not classify or even differentiate on the ground of religion. Rather, it classifies on the ground of quote-unquote religious persecution. It makes it rather clear that CAA does not cancel the naturalization laws and hence any person, including Muslim migrants from any foreign nation seeking to be an Indian citizen, can also apply for the same under the existing laws.